Veterans Day has been celebrated every year on November 11th since the year 1919. As of last year, there were over 18.8 million veterans in the U.S. 9.3 million of those were over the age of 65. This Veterans Day, I had the honor of talking to a United States Air Force veteran about his experience proudly serving his country.
I'm Billy Blackburn,
Sergeant.
Master Sgt, retired, U.S. Air Force. Went to the Air Force in 1953. Spent time out in Colorado, Denver, Colorado a couple of times. Down in Panama City where I met my future bride, my wife. Left Panama City, went to Japan. Spent about 1.5 years in Japan. Came back from Japan and went over to Knoxville, Tennessee. We had 2 children born in Bellefontaine, Ohio. That was our son and our daughter. Left Ohio, went down to Jacksonville, Florida. Spent about 4 years down in Jacksonville, Florida. Left Jacksonville, Florida, went to Vietnam. Returned from Vietnam back to Jacksonville. And then from Jacksonville over to Germany. Spent time in Germany, came back to Offutt Air Force Base in Omaha, Nebraska, where I retired after 20 years and 10 months. I was a Master Sergeant, and I ended up spending 20 years there in either ground computers or airborne computers. But our job was to monitor the skies as far as aircrafts coming in and aircraft crossing the border into the U.S. And we did a great job during that time.
I'm Jean Blackburn, wife of Sergeant Blackburn. I was very proud of my husband and what he accomplished in the military. My children are very proud of the Air Force, and we thoroughly enjoyed every year we were in there. Seeing my husband leave for Vietnam, I had 2 babies, and that was the hardest part. It was hard on my 6-year-old, and it was very difficult.
We have a reunion up in Bellefontaine, Ohio, the Air Force. We were stationed there almost 4 years, and every other year we have a reunion there with all the gentlemen and ladies that were stationed there. And that's great. I look forward to it every other year to go up and just renew acquaintance and fellowship. When you talk about the military, it's a military family. We were just over and having lunch this past week. I met about 5 different guys from the Army, Navy, Air Force, and all. But it's just like walking into home with your family. Seeing all the military and what they gave in order for me to be here and have the freedom I have. I mean, I went to Vietnam and I came back. And so many went to Vietnam and came back deceased. And that's I'm just proud of those people.
When I hear the national anthem, I'm very proud of my husband that he's a part of it.
And a living veteran is so proud of those that gave so much that we can continue to live as we do now.